Ash called in last week, and I don't know if we got to talk to them.
They waited all episode, I think, last week, so we should take Ash. Everyone else in the call queue, thank you so much for calling. We're so sorry we couldn't get to you this week. Please call again next week. In the meantime, Ash in Tennessee, what you wanted to talk about, it says you have a thought experiment. If heaven were real, it might be slavery. We might agree. What do you think? How do you want to propose this?
Hi, yeah.
Hi.
So, can I just start off by saying I've been fans of you guys for years. Eric, you actually helped me get out of religion.
Yay!
You and Jamie both. And I actually showed a friend of mine who she considers herself a witchy atheist.
Nice.
I showed her the clip of you talking about how you, despite the fact that you're atheist now, you still have your rituals.
Mm-hmm.
And she was just like, yes, that is me.
Nice. Well, thank you for calling in. That's very, very sweet.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm trying to be brief because I know you guys are short on time, but yeah. So to kind of preface it, one day I was scrolling through Tinder and I came to this one profile that had like a picture of her Bible, and in it she had, give me 1 second because I can't remember the verse, 1 Corinthians 7:22, and I couldn't find the exact version of Bible that she was using.
Okay.
But in it said that, for any man who is a slave, the Lord frees them, and any man who is free, they are now a slave to the Lord. And it made me think, I was just like, wait a second. Is it, I wonder if, because it's talking about, anyways, if heaven were real, if it's actually just the people who go to heaven are slaves. And the rules that were given by God were the rules he used for his slaves.
So we're specifically talking about our understanding of the Christian text.
Yeah.
Before we get into it, this person put on their Tinder.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
How do you pose with the Bible sexily? I
can think of a couple ways, but then that would get us demonetized.
No.
Well, that's the thumbnail now.
Okay, sorry. I am bemused. So there are also he who is first will be last, and he who is last will be first. He who is the least among us shall be regarded as the highest among us. Those kinds of things. So there's definitely a hierarchy in the way that heaven is described in the Bible.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Also, you need to only look in the New Testament. The Old Testament actually doesn't contain those things. It's really kind of created much newer, which is why you don't find, Jewish people holding those kinds of heaven beliefs, because it's really, built upon in the New Testament. So if you're wanting to research it, I just cut down a lot of reading for you. What else do we have that really kind of describes heaven in that way? You have the tests that are required. It's easier for a rich man to go through the eye of a needle than
a camel goes
through the eye of a needle than a rich man get into heaven.
Let's pop a rich guy through a needle. So another thing, though, Ash, is that there is a lot of language around being in heaven. And I don't know how much of this is actually contained within the Bible and how much of this is kind of Christian tradition. But essentially, you're kind of just there to serve and worship God, right? And the promise is that you'll enjoy it and that it'll be fun for you or satisfying for you. But that's kind of what you do, right? It's not like the good place where you go and, live in your own little perfect house and make
made
friends with
for
your
you.
soulmates. It's like you're standing in front of the throne of God and you're worshiping God
For
forever.
eternity, yeah.
So like
Which sounds like a hell to me.
it's kind of terrifying to think about, especially because as when you are in heaven, allegedly, you then either forget about everybody that you loved on earth who did not get to heaven, or you know that they are being tortured in hell and don't care. So your brain literally
You're lobotomized.
you're lobotomized essentially. So yes, it is horrifying if you take it at its face and actually like read what is thought about heaven.
And just try and say holy and Hosanna a number, like eventually the words lose meaning. I can't imagine that wouldn't happen in heaven. You're just saying Hosanna in the highest forever and ever and ever. That would just be horrible.
So yes, we definitely do not want to go there. That is not a good place to be.
No. But not everyone who believes that the Bible is true has that take. There are plenty of people who will take that text and treat it as figurative. I actually befriended a pastor who I used to live near who did not believe in heaven. And he was a Christian pastor. Did you know that?
I didn't know that. Is this the dude?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
He was really, really afraid of telling his congregation.
I would be too if I was a pastor.
Yeah.
Yeah. That would suck for him.
But
Damn.
And that is specifically called, hold on a second. What's the term?
For no heaven?
Or no afterlife, period. Annihilationism. Yes, I said it before. Yes, annihilationism.
Okay. That interesting. I've heard very different definitions of annihilationism.
Well, I could be wrong, but
Okay.
either way.
Ash, we need to wrap up. We've got about 3 minutes,
Yeah.
but we're glad that we got to talk to you.
Thank you so much for
Yeah,
calling.
no, thank you so much.
Yeah.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye.
One of the comments was, Eric, lick the Bible.
This Bible is very old and from a used
Bookstore? Yeah, I
Not
purchased
licking.
it at a used.
Not-
Yeah, that's not
not
going to
licking
happen.
this one.
No.
We don't know if we got the first.
We don't know where it's
Essentially.
been. Yeah.